Turning now to India, several weeks after brutal attacks against Christians in India's eastern state of Orissa, hundreds of believers are still hiding out in the surrounding jungle, and 2,000 are in refugee camps.
As George Thomas reports, the attacks are part of a larger campaign by Hindu radicals to turn India into a Hindu nation.
It was perhaps one of the worst attacks on Christians ever in India's history. Last month, hundreds of Hindu radicals destroyed more than 700 Christian homes in India's eastern state of Orissa.
The Hindu mob threatened us, saying that India belongs to Hindus. Christians do not belong here.
Some 95 churches were demolished or burned to the ground.
They warned us that if we rebuilt the churches, they would kill us. They would break our body into pieces, just like they broke our church into pieces.
Do you think that there's going to be more violence in Kandhamal?
The man whose group is suspected of taking part in the attacks tells CBN News that peace will come only when Christians in India stop proselytizing.
This is my message to the Christians. Stop your conversions, or you will learn a lesson from the Hindu society.
Umar Shankaracharya didn't say what that lesson would be, but his Hindu extremist organization, Bajrang Dal, often uses violence against Christians. Bajrang Dal and other radical groups are trying to turn India into a Hindu nation, what many people would even call a fundamentalist state. The goal of the Hindu radicals is to destroy India's reputation as a secular and pluralistic democracy and replace it with an explicitly Hindu identity. Ram Madhav is a spokesman for the RSS, a right-wing Hindu supremacist outfit. His group claims that Hindus are the original creators of Indian culture and that they are descendants from an Aryan race. All others are aliens or invaders.
Just as America belongs to Americans, Britain belongs to British, Germany belongs to Germans. He may be a Muslim, he may be a Christian, he may be a Jew. Similarly, India belongs to Hindus. It's a Hindustan.
These and other extremist views form their ideology known as Hindutva.
Hindutva ideology is basically fascist, that propagates one nation, one language, one people, one caste, one religion.
While the number of people who subscribe to the Hindutva ideology is relatively small, their influence and popularity are growing in Indian society.
Many of them are in key positions. They have, if I could use the word, infiltrated the administration, the judiciary.
And they're especially angry that Indian Christians and foreign missionaries are sharing the gospel with lower caste Hindus known as untouchables or Dalits.
Hinduism never asks the Christians or the Muslims to convert to Hinduism. But these Christians are always trying to decrease the population of the Hindus by converting them to Christianity.
Dalits make up 1/5 of India's 1 billion plus population. They live on the margins of society and are often considered by Hindus as less than human. But a growing number of them are turning to Christianity.
On arrival of Christianity, as they start loving God, they have been treated like human beings by Christians, which is unacceptable to the higher caste people.
Their conversions aren't without a cost. Indian newspapers and human rights groups document the almost daily attacks against Dalits and other Christians.
We are asking the Lord to give us more boldness, to give us the strength to bear His name, and to stand strong in the face of terrible persecution.
Analysts warn that unless these radical Hindu groups are reined in, violence against Christians will continue. Indian church leaders are asking their fellow countrymen to end the silence and to speak out on behalf of those being persecuted.
Where is the civil society? Why can't they stand up? Where is the collective conscience of this country? Are they dead now? Or they are just being silent supporters? The silent majority are the biggest killers. They should stand up and they should stand for the law of the country.
George Thomas, CBN News, New Delhi, India.